Hey, what's up, YouTube? Fritz Jones Investing back with another video, and today we'll be talking about how my $61,000 portfolio has been doing. We'll also talk about some dividend increases that I had for some of my stocks, and then finally I'll leave you with all the dividends that I received for the month of January 2023. So if you haven't done so yet, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And with no further ado, let's get right into the video. So the portfolio has been doing well as of late. After all those losses that I incurred last year, I'm finally up just a little bit at $61,000. And as of Friday, I was up $207 for the day and $51 after hours. For the past week, I was up $891. Over the past month, I was up $6,062 or 10.96%. Over the past month, I was up $2,950 or 5.05%. And finally, year to date, I'm up 23.6% at $11,720. So there's some stocks that have recently had some dividend increases in my portfolio. Coca-Cola just announced a 4.55% dividend increase from 44 cents to 46 cents quarterly. Excited about that. Clearway Energy, they invest in renewable energy, and they had a 2.18% dividend increase from 36 cents to 37 cents. Next up we have is Equinix, which is a real estate investment trust that invests in data centers, and they had a 10% dividend increase. They pay quarterly. So very nice there. Good job on Equinix. I didn't even know this was a stock, but Texas Roadhouse had a 19% dividend increase. I might have to look into this stock because if their stock is as good as their food, then they might be worth looking into. Next up is a stock in my portfolio is Realty Income. They had a minimal 2.41% dividend increase, but they do pay this dividend monthly, so I'm thankful for that. And last up for today is BlackRock. They had a 2.66% dividend increase from $4.88 up to $5. So thank you, BlackRock, for that dividend increase. So I received 22 dividends for the month of January, and the first dividend that I received was from Walmart on January the 3rd. I was paid 36 cents for 0.64 shares. Next up is JP Morgan Equity Premium Income. This is a monthly paying stock, and on January the 4th, for 1.3 shares, I was paid 76 cents. The amount that this stock pays every month kind of fluctuates. Next up is PepsiCo, and on January the 6th, for 0.44 shares, I was paid 51 cents. Definitely looking to increase the amount of shares that I have in this particular stock. Next up is Global X S&P 500 Covered Call ETF, and for 1.76 shares, I was paid 67 cents. Next up is Global Funds Global X NASDAQ 100 Covered Call ETF, and for 69.1 shares, I was paid $11.15. This is a monthly paying stock. Next up is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, and on January the 12th, for 1.31 shares, I was paid 47 cents, with 12 cents of dividend withheld. Next up is Medical Properties Trust, which is a real estate investment trust, and for 7.4 shares, on January the 12th, I was paid $2.15. This is a quarterly paying stock. Next up is a REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust, Realty Income, and for 9.3 shares on January the 13th, I was paid $2.31. Next up is a business development company, or BDC, Horizon Technology Finance, and on January the 13th, for 54.4 shares, I was paid $5.98. This company recently had a dividend increase. This company also had a dividend increase of 1 cent. Main Street Capital, a business development company, and for 12.3 shares, I was paid $2.77. Next up is a REIT, Stag Industrial, and for 82.5 shares on January the 17th, I was paid $10.04. This is a monthly paying stock. This is another REIT, EPR Properties, and on January the 17th, for 6.7 shares, I was paid $1.84. Next up we have is LXP Industrial Trust, which is a REIT, and on January the 17th, for 4 shares, I was paid 50 cents. Probably looking to get out of this stock soon. If you're investing or if you're using TurboTax, this is Intuit, which is the company that creates TurboTax, and for 0.55 shares, I was paid 43 cents. Definitely looking to increase the amount that I have in this stock. This is Prospect Capital, a business development company, and for 239 shares, I was paid $14.34. This is a monthly paying stock. This is New York Mortgage Trust, which is a REIT, and on January the 26th, for 12 shares, I was paid $1.20. Probably looking to get out of the stock and invest in a higher quality company relatively soon. This is Rhythm Capital, a REIT, and for 10.3 shares on January the 27th, I was paid $2.58. This is a quarterly paying stock. This is a REIT, LTC Properties, and for 8.65 shares, I was paid $1.64. This is a monthly paying stock. Next up is JP Morgan Chase, one of the largest banks in the US. And for 1.35 shares, I was paid $1.36 on January the 31st. Definitely looking to increase the amount of stock that I have. This is another X yield. Q yield. And for 69.3 shares, I was paid $11.75. I actually got paid twice from this company. This is X yield. And for 2.6 shares, I was paid $1.07 on January the 31st. I got paid twice from this company as well. Gladstone Commercial is a REIT, and for 15.3 shares, I was paid $1.53. I'm kind of sad that they cut their dividend, so I might be looking to get out of this stock relatively soon. So I love calculating my dividend change year over year, and you can see this is my dividends from last January in 2022, and I was only paid $28.10 from January. When you compare it to this year, it came up a little bit. It came up to $75.53 for January 2023. So quickly, we're going to look at a percentage change that occurred for that time period. And for $75.53, if we subtract the $28.10 and divide it by the original amount, we should get the percent change that occurred over the past year. And we can see that I had 168% change from January 2022 to January 2023. I'm really thankful that the portfolio has been increasing as of late. It was a very tough end of 2022. Well, actually, the whole entire year of 2022 was a tough year. I'm just glad I was able to see some gains finally. I think you learn a lot more when the stock market goes down than when it goes up. You learn kind of what stocks not to buy and kind of what stocks that you would like to invest more into. So I was able to double down and triple down on companies that I really was interested in, companies that were profitable, and continue to invest in those companies. Now, this is not advice to you guys. But you have to do your own research. Try to invest in high quality companies if that's your particular goal. For me this year, I have a couple goals, and one of those goals this year would be to get the portfolio to $100,000. I'm not sure if that's going to happen in this kind of financial environment, but if it doesn't happen, I'll try again next year, I guess. And another goal that I have for this year is to average over $100 per month in dividends. I'm up to around $90 per month. January is one of my slow months, as is February, but I do expect March to be a very strong month with over $100 worth of dividends. So we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I'm just going to continue to do my research and continue to invest in high quality companies that are continuing to grow their profits year after year, even in recessions. Those are companies that I want in my portfolio so that way I can continue to grow it. And when times are hard, when times are bad, those companies will continue to do well. The prices will drop and I'll be able to take advantage, increasing the amount of shares that I have in my portfolio. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the stocks in my portfolio? Would you invest in the same stocks that I'm investing in, or would you kind of switch your strategy up a little bit and invest in different kinds of stocks? Please don't forget to leave those likes and those comments down below. This has been Fritz Jones Investing, back with another update. I hope you enjoyed about learning how I invest, about what kind of companies I'm interested in, and about how I plan to grow my portfolio. I hope you learned something. Maybe you can apply it to your life. We'll see. I'll catch you next time.